Hi and welcome. I'm Rachel Eddins, and we're here today with Shannon Gunther, and she is a child and family therapist at Eddins Counseling Group. And we're going to talk today about parenting tips to help your child cope with the stress of COVID-19. First of all, let's get started with how do I talk to my kids about the coronavirus and what's going on in the world right now?
Well, that's a really good question. And there are parents all over the world that are asking the same thing and want to know the same thing. Um, Really and truly, you just want to make them feel safe and comfortable.
Mhm.
And, it's going to be on a developmental level. Like older children, you might talk to them about ask them what they already know about what's going on. And if they're in middle school or high school, they've probably already gotten on the internet and done some searching about what's going on. So find out where they're getting their information and make sure that it's accurate and correct. And then you guys can go to the CDC website together and kind of research and uh, make sure that everything that they're learning is correct. And for little kids, maybe they don't ask you direct questions. They may not have questions right now, and that's okay. If they don't want to know, if they're not ready to hear it, then that's okay. You just follow their lead, and just if they do ask questions, answer as honestly as you can, but don't give too many details because that can increase their anxiety.
Right.
So,
Yeah, thank you. So just to follow up on that, so let's say that because they're little, they're not really asking questions specifically except for why can't I go to so and so's house or why can't I go see grandmom or that type of thing. So how would you respond to that?
yes, and you could say that there are some germs out
Hmm.
around that are making people sick, and we don't want to get sick or get other people sick. And at that point, you can reinforce how they wash their hands and show them how to do that, and um, ways to stay safe. But also let them know that you can stay in contact with they can stay in contact with their friends and family through Skype or you know online like that.
What can we do to decrease the level of stress and anxiety at home, especially with our kids?
Right, that's a great point because all of us are at home and we're on top of each other, right? Parents are working from home, and older children are trying to do online school and navigate that process, and younger ones are trying to get your attention. They may be acting out
Mhm.
and are trying to take you away from work, and that's very frustrating. But really and truly, the best way that you can decrease stress for them is to let them know what to expect. And the
Okay.
rough part is we're not sure exactly what to expect from this. We don't know when it's going to end. We don't have an exact date, but we do know a couple of things for sure. Like we won't be seeing our friends and family in person
Hmm.
um, for a while, but we can talk to them over the internet, and we can see them that way.
Hmm.
Um, Also, things like making a schedule and a routine, because it really helps for kids to know what's going to come next, to decrease that anxiety and that stress. So wake them up at the same time each morning. And they might not like that, but yeah, just everybody get dressed for the day and maybe start with some school, break for lunch, maybe have recess, kind of have a have a schedule. And sometimes for younger kids, if you have a poster board, you can put pictures of the schedule for the day, and they can just go to that and look and see what's coming next. And older kids, maybe a written schedule. So it just depends on, you know your kid the best, so you know what would work the best for them. And also giving them specific things that they can do to help in terms of washing hands properly
Mhm.
and, getting lots of sleep, and all that leads to them being strong and healthy, and, taking care of their bodies. And yeah, so.
That's great. Well, I think it's a good point to, remind the strategy of listing out the schedule, like having it visual, whether it's like
Mhm.
for little kids, having it as a picture, or for older kids, having it written down. And then it just creates that structure and that routine that at least gives some sense of control in their lives and predictability. That's a great
Exactly.
point. Yeah, great. So just one last question.
Mhm.
What do our kids need most from us right now?
um, Really just to make your child feel safe and secure, and that you are there for them. And whether they know it or not, they pick up on the anxiety in the
Right.
household, and there's just no way around that. Even if they say something about it, or if they don't, it's there. So if they know that you're there for them, if they need to talk, or they just need a hug or a cuddle, that you're the rock, you're their parent. And just offering them comfort and honesty, and you know you are their parent. This is what parents do every day.
Mhm.
You walk your children through life, and anything unexpected that comes up, you're there for them. And this is one of those times, um, that you're there for them again, and have fun with them too. That goes a long way. I mean, build forts in the house with sheets and blankets, and have dance parties, and play games, you know.
Yeah, play is such a great way of bonding and
Mm,
comforting with kids. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I think it helps adults as well to feel less stressed.
Yes, and that's another point that I wanted to make sure I brought up, is that parents need to take care of themselves during this
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
And I personally, I like to call them my little freak out moments. I
Hmm.
usually do mine in the bathroom where my kids can't see me. But, and then you come back and you can be there for your children in a better way.
Hmm.
But take breaks if you need to, if the stress is getting to you.
Hmm.
Um, Go on short walks, or if you have a significant other that is, you're able to do like a parenting handoff. If you've kind of hit your limit for the day, that's another way to kind of
Yeah.
do it. Go out in your backyard with, you know, and sit there and look at the sky, and just kind of be.
Be in the present moment. Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
turn
Great.
off the news. At some point, just turn off the news, forget your cell phone, and just be there. Be
Right.
there.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much for those tips today. That was really helpful. And if anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to post those and we will respond right away to them. Thanks so much for
Absolutely.
being with us today, Shannon.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.